It's been a mess everywhere, so much so that several UW campus roads shut down for a couple of hours this morning during the worst of it.
And the commute may still be messy tonight. You can pretty much expect that. Catherine Merck is in the downtown area right now to check in on that for us. Catherine?
Hello, Eric and Charlotte. I'm on East Wash, just a couple blocks away from the Capitol, and it's definitely looking a lot better here now than it was this morning. For hours today, we saw heavy, thick, wet snow come down and take a lot of space on these roads. I talked to the City of Madison Streets Division today, who said that while that snow can make it fun for people who want to pack it and make snowmen and snow forts, it just packs on the problems for them to clean it up.
We had a rough morning this morning.
For every car on these roads, these heavy snowstorms don't make the travel easy. The bigger the car, the bigger the issue.
Around 15 buses were stuck. When all of it comes at the same time like that, and there's not a lot of time to clear streets, we do end up detouring. We get stuck in traffic jams. We just get caught up pretty quickly.
For those big snow plows, it's something they're aware of too.
These are several-ton vehicles. They're not as nimble as your regular passenger cars.
As you head home tonight, the Streets Division wants you to make sure you can help ease their load.
If you do encounter our plow trucks while you're commuting home tonight, please give them the space to do their job safely. Don't follow too closely.
It's on each of us to try to prevent a big problem for these vehicles and everybody else.
I'm guessing that there might be, depending on what the weather has in store for us, there might be some delays again, so people should plan ahead.
The city tells us it could take a little bit of time before these side streets in downtown Madison are entirely cleaned up. And remember, if you're coming home and trying to park this evening, winter parking is in effect. Make sure you try to avoid those tickets if possible. Reporting live in Madison, I'm Catherine Merck with News 3 Now.
Catherine, thank you. Now a look at the current road conditions. According to the state's DOT 511 map, things look much different than they did just a few hours ago. Right now, those in Dodge County are dealing with slippery and snow-covered conditions, and leading to significant backups. A fuel leak caused by a semi-rollover has left northbound lanes of the interstate closed now for much of the day.
The incident happened on a ramp at the interchange connecting I-3990 and the westbound Beltline. Our Tahlil Mohudin joins us live in that area with the latest from the scene. Tahlil?
Eric and Charlotte, for much of the afternoon, a lot of the traffic on the I-90 has been at a near total standstill all the way through to Janesville. Behind me, you'll see the emergency response to that rollover is still ongoing as crews work to clear any potentially hazardous material left behind by that leak. Now, officials from the DOT said the hazardous material recovery crew arrived on scene around 3 this afternoon to offload any remnants of the fuel leakage to another container so that it can be removed from the interstate. Madison Fire Department leaders partnered with State Patrol to manage the leak, and together they agreed the best option to manage it was to close the northbound section of the interstate. They noted that weather conditions today are also helping dissipate any potential hazardous fumes in the area.
We really had the perfect scenario. We had cool temperatures, which was really good. It was wet out, which was excellent. We have plenty of wind. It was out of the northeast at 20 plus miles per hour at the time.
State Patrol officials say since this morning they've responded to over 25 crashes, 3 of which led to injury. They also have had over 30 vehicle runoffs, that's cars sliding into a ditch or medians. Now, DOT officials couldn't give me a good time frame for when they can expect to have this scene and the rollover and the remnants cleared up, but they say they'll open those northbound lanes as soon as it's safe to do so. Reporting live, Tahlil Mohudin, News 3 Now.
Tahlil, thank you. And check this out. This video taken earlier in the day by our own Will Keneally showing a semi getting towed up a hill. It happened at the intersection of Reitz and Raymond Road. You can see the street being blocked off as the tow truck slowly pulls the semi up the hill.
Weather also having an impact on early voting. Many voting locations forced to close today. 5 locations, in fact, were closed. They're at the Warner Park Community Recreation Center, Wisconsin Youth Company, Boys and Girls Club, the Mung Institute, and the Catholic Multicultural Center. Remember, for in-person absentee voting, you can go to any polling location to vote. And stay up to date on the weather with our First Warn Forecast weather app with your hourly forecast, road conditions, closures, and the latest radar. You can download it for free in your phone's app store. Just search WISC Weather.